And welcome to another Outliers Edge live here. My name is Niiamah Ashong, and it's really great to be in space with you. I say another, but realistically, I'm actually just practicing practicing how to make this happen. Um, Look, I have I set a goal earlier today just earlier today with a goal that felt pretty outrageous and also felt very much like what's necessary for me, and that is to go to create 10,000 minutes of thought leadership and experiences live before the end of the year. And so this starts right now. And I want to bring you all in on this here. I hit record knowing that I was going to come and talk to you all live, and knowing that the biggest parts of it all was to make sure that when we got started, that we actually did get started. And so like go ahead throughout this entire experience, like know that like we're heading live, we're talking live, we're doing things right now. And you can also come and join us by just following any of the things on the screen. You can I make it so that anyone who's a member of the Outliers Edge movement can come and be a part of this here. You can see the QR code on the screen here. So what was going to happen for a bit here is that we're going to just talk. There's there's something that had actually showed up earlier today that I wanted to call myself in on, and what ended up happening was just the look, what I don't want you to know about me is that for the last few days, I have found myself playing a lot. Rather than diving into bringing out new things for the business, rather than slowing down more with my clients, I had found myself actually having a lot of late nights, like after midnight, like late nights playing a game called Magic the Gathering. Love the game, not going to stop. But there was something that I noticed that was taking place, which was that um, for the first time in a long time, there was feelings of guilt, shame, embarrassment. I couldn't, and at the same time, like while I could see it happening, I wasn't seeing things change. It was really, really great. I ended up talking to one of my coaches today. Her name is Larry Salse, and the what ended up in the conversation was something I hadn't expected. The what ended up taking place was a conversation with me and my younger self around really that boiled down to like the word play. And what ended up coming out of it was this feeling of the work that I'm doing being work, and knowing that we're now entering a brand new like level of Outliers Edge and what's taking place, and there was just a desire really for my younger self to be able to keep playing. And this one actually ended up showing up very literally by actually turning into me spending hours. I mean, y'all, like real deal, real talk. I woke up in the middle of the night last night, went to my bathroom in our apartment in our house, and uh, kept playing for like 30 minutes there, or maybe even longer. And I share this here not from the standpoint of just like oversharing, but more really from like calling into how strongly this feeling of like play was running through me. Now, you're talking to me now as I've gone through and integrated it. It's part of the reason why we hit record and go live, because it was like, oh, this is happening now. Like it's time to bring in more play. It's time to figure out how am I going to continue to grow the business, grow the podcast, grow the movement, grow the platform in a way that is not heavy, in a way that doesn't suck, if I can really say it that way. And that's what bringing this out to life here. Like, and so over the last few weeks, we've been making moves. We've been making moves to show up differently. I'm in a space of like figuring out what does it look like to be playful, but at the same time know that the work you're doing is here to shape the world, right? Shape your world at least, right? What does it look like to be able to be free and energetic while at the same time, like internally, I'm like, does this? How do I ground myself into what continues to be value additive and beyond? And how do I make sure that the work of the movement comes first? And so these are some of the areas that I'm playing with. And so over the upcoming days, and yeah, I'll probably say days and minutes even, you're going to see me come on here live and start working things out, start figuring things out. I'll be experimenting with a number of different designs and programs. I've been really fortunate. I came across a producer who's working with me to pull out more of what it is that that this can be. But we're really looking at this to be a full on like live show, which is fun for me to even put in here. Like, so you'll, oh, like, let me slow it down. And it's fun for like this is the part that is like both fun but also like really like nerve wracking about choosing to go live here, which is like I can talk, but like the real skill set that I'm building is like how do I continue to do this in a way that continues to be really advantageous for all of you that are watching. I don't want to um, even as I say that, that doesn't feel good because it's not the watching part that I'm interested in. Like I'm really here for us to play. This is a game here. This going on live, doing all this. This is a game. This is actually what is showing up and how, uh, yeah, we're playing into it. So I'm I'm grateful for you. Thanks for watching this year. You'll see me come on sometimes with different guests. You'll see me do live coaching. I plan on coming on every day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Pacific. Let me go ahead and I have some fun I got to play here. So I have you can come and join us for the daily live coaching at 10 a.m. Pacific. And you like you'll I think the thing that's happened is that I really do believe in growing out loud, learning out loud, and creating experiences for myself and others throughout. And so you're gonna get a chance to be here like live and see like, okay, this is how he's playing with it. You're gonna see me experiment. You're gonna see this thing come along, and then what's gonna happen because this has happened before is that next, 5 years are gonna go from here, and we'll be 5 years into this element way more than 10,000 minutes would be in 10,000 hours of recording live and bringing on other people and really bringing out the outlier element. I think I'm going to end this live with that component. Look, this has become a couple different things for me.
Yeah.
This is really about me also living into my own outlier. There's something I can do where I'm coaching my clients, I'm coaching the members inside of the Outliers Edge community, which you can I'll tell you more about later on. But like I'm in all these conversations, and at the same time, everything about like there's things about what I'm doing that felt kind of common, kind of average, kind of like expected. And I realized at a certain point that uh, I started playing into some vision of what I thought this needed to be, or what I was allowed to do, or what I had earned. I think that last bit really hurts to say, but what I'd earned, like where my skills were, and what is really transpiring is a real like decision of knowing like, oh, this game is really available for everyone, and it's time for me to walk the next level of my talk. And to do that, I have to find things that I don't even know nowadays. It's less about scaring me, although clearly I was pretty freaked out. I was out. I was playing video games until the way past midnight last night. Here, not video games, but like card games, way past midnight, because I was avoiding something, right? But I think what I was avoiding was like knowing, like, was the way that I was going about doing it. And so you're going to see me here having more fun. Today is just I just wanted to hit record. That was it. That was just like how can I do this so it doesn't have to be so heavy, and instead like to get to 10,000 hours, 10,000 minutes of live in the next what 6 weeks, something like that. Like I have to be able to change all of my expectations. I have to drop most of my like my ways of thinking about how this is going to get done, and I also have to just do it because every day I wait is another day that like it's just less time that I or more time I have to make up. And so you're going to see it in this space here. I'm I'm committed to the 10,000 because it sounds ridiculous, but it also requires me to be something different. It requires me to join and hit record before I'm ready. It requires me then to go and be like, that was a mess. Like, like I don't want to do that again. How can I make it this next minute, next hour, next live stream, that 1% better. And so that's the real deal right now. That's what's really happening with me here. And I'm trying to do this in a way that this stays playful and this ends up being a game that's played at the elite level. But I think like, no one just shows up and ends up being an all-star right off the bat. There's time, there's practice. I just choose to do my practice out with each of you. What's gonna be really fun is that you're gonna see the way that I'm constructing this here. It's just like my day. So you're going to see live coaching that's in here. You're going to see how behind the scenes of when I'm bringing on people for the podcast. You're going to see how I bring them on, how I get them set up. You'll see me like have conversations with members of my team. Like this is really an opportunity to be able to create openly while also challenging myself. And like while this is me streaming out this way, know that every time I do this, it's actually a joint experience. So if you see anything in here, you have any questions, you can go ahead and hit the leave a comment for me. I'll pull it up here and we'll talk about it. You can also see in the corner there that there's an invitation to come and talk with me live. So if you're feeling like you want to come and come on live, go ahead and come and do that. And like this is the game we get to play. And I want to just keep finding ways to play. I want to keep finding ways to like challenge our thinking. I want to keep finding ways. Let me slow that even down a little bit. I think I just want to keep finding ways to play right now because that was what was throwing me off the most. The idea that I had to do this right. The idea that like everything, like what I don't want you to know, what I don't want to say is that like I mean, live streaming is something that I've done in the past. This is not a new thing overall, but it's been 5 years since I last really did it. And I really wanted to come back, kind of like Matthew McConaughey style, where it's like you knew him in Wedding Crashers and all those like rom-coms beforehand. Then he comes back with like, I don't know, what is it? Dallas Buyers Club and Interstellar. Stellar. Like he came up showing something as a different in a different way. I really had it in my head that like that's what it needed to be. And so I didn't show up. And the more and more and more that I get back to like, we just show up, we hit live, and we make things happen. That's where this game works. So I'm going to end this conversation here. Know that we'll be back again tomorrow. It should be about 10 o'clock Pacific a.m. I'm figuring out my schedule, but I wanted to jump on beforehand. Generally speaking, I'm clearing out my schedule between I didn't say this between 10 and 2. So I want to go 4 hours every single day, Monday through Friday, of being live with you all. And part of the way we do this is like I've decided to like let go of my ego and my pride around things and just be like, let's just go help people, you know? And so if you want to like we're doing live daily coaching on here, you'll be seeing me do the podcast on here. Like this is the place to grow and to play. So know that you're always welcome. We'll be back here again, probably at 10 o'clock tomorrow. If not, you'll see me sometime during the day tomorrow between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Pacific. And that's I was gonna say that's my commitment, but that's like the language that feels heavy for me right now. What it is that's the game I'm choosing to play. I think that's fun, you know, and to do this on top of all the different client work and such. So I'm really excited to see what comes out of this. I'm really excited to get our team together to repurpose these things into something real. Something I've noticed is that like I'm always afraid of like how polished am I coming out, and it turns out that like sometimes like people get teams to support them in the policy either before and after they produce them, you know. And so I'll end this here. This is I noticed like the fourth time I've said that, but I do plan on ending it here. Know that I'm grateful for you. Thank you for watching this. I'm documenting this in real time. We've apparently gone 13 minutes into our 10,000 minutes before the end of this year. I'll keep a running track and we'll see where we go. All right. Until the next time we talk, do me a favor. Be you on purpose. Journey on. All right. I'm gonna wrap this up.